Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Willis is out there with Dominique Wilkins. Then there's Rollins. Then it's Rivers. And it's Whitman at the 2 guard. And for Brooklyn, we've got Kidd. Duncan out there at Malone. Then it's Martin. And it's Hill in at the 2 spot. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Rivers with it. Pass to Willis. Over Duncan. Willis, no good. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Kidd gets the bucket.
And this is important for Kidd's confidence. When he's connecting from outside, everything else becomes easier.
Kidd against Rivers. Out to the wing. Now, here's Willis. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Rivers can't get it to go. And here's Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. Hill kicks to Martin. A 3-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Rivers. Here's Wilkins. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's Duncan. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now here's Rivers. Pass to Willis. It's Wilkins on the wing. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits the second from the line. Here's Rivers. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Fires from the wing. The Hawks again can't hit. Kidd against Rivers. Kidd kicks to Malone. Shoots. That's short off the rim.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Drake, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Thomas checked in for Kidd. Spud Webb, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Substitution on the court.
It's Rivers on the wing. Thomas covering. And here is Webb. Outside Wilkins to stop the run. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Thomas. 3-pointer, Martin. Rollins grabs the board. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Pass to Rivers. Back to Webb. No one near him. And the basket is good.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Thomas passes to Hill. Drains the 3-pointer.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
Pass to Willis. Here is Webb. He's guarded by Hill. Wilkins kicks to Willis. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Wilkins up top. Clock at 6. Here's Webb. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
We're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Outside Willis, and the foul called on Kenyon Martin. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Jamison is checked in for Duncan. Kevin Durant comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Williams in for Grant Hill. And then for Atlanta, Carr comes in for Rollins. And Collins subbed in for Wilkins. Now, here's Collins. Now Webb. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low, here's Jamison, and the slam dunk by Jamison.
With authority, Jamison leaps up for the rim before the defense has a chance to stop him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Webb. 5 points in the game. Carr with a screen on Williams. Now, here is Webb. And there's the call by the officials. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Man, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Williams for 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And don't... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Malone is out there with Jamison. And it's Durant. Then it's Williams. And it's Powell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Atlanta trails by 9. Webb with it. Pass to Concat. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And the Hawks with possession. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Kids checked in for Brooklyn. And then for Atlanta, Whitman is checked in for Collins. Davis is subbed in for Webb. The kick out to Williams. Fires away from way outside. They get it again. Atlanta trails by 9. Davis, the pass to Rivers. Carr with the ball. Outside, Davis. Pass to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Stolen by Durant. Inside. And a slam dunk by Jamison.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Hill's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Willis is checked in. To the paint. Malone with the block.
How about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection.
Three-pointer, Kidd. And Willis pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the middle. Pass to Rivers. Carr sets a screen. Shoots from 12. To end the cold streak. Rebound, Brooklyn. Williams scanning the floor. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
The ball goes to Atlanta.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Concax checked in for Atlanta. Wilkins comes in for Doc Rivers. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kidd against Davis. It's Wilkins on the wing. Buries it from three-point range.
Timeout.
Wilkins has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Atlanta. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Wilkins has gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Three-pointer, Kidd. And Willis pulls it down. The Atlanta trails by 8. Wilkins the pass to Davis. Brooklyn with the rebound. Malone's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Hill down low. And the slam dunk by Jamison.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Kidd against Davis. Outside, Willis. Pass to Concat. And here is Wilkins. Off target from three-point range. Williams with the ball. Wilkins picks him up. That's good from Williams, the assist by Malone. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. Wilkins in the post. He's against Williams. Pass to Whitman. Now Davis. Here's Wilkins. Rebound by Antoine Jamison. Jamison's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams. A shot. No good. Malone kicks to Williams. Goes up again. And it's Malone missing. Wow.
Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Brooklyn making some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Jamison. And Martin subbed in for Jalen Williams. Rollins checked in for Atlanta. Rivers comes in for Davis. Kidd dishes to Hill. Good in the assist to Kidd. Hill's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
A nice shot by Rivers. 7 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Martin. And so it's Brooklyn enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, Grant Hill has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Fratello's got on the floor. Whipping out there with Rivers. Then there's Willis. Then there's Rollins. And it's Wilkins in at the small forward. Five to shoot. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Duncan. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Duncan's got the first basket of the third quarter for Brooklyn. And here's Rivers. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Willis the pass to Wilkins. Pass to Rivers. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Atlanta gets it back. Second shot opportunity. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Rollins.
You know what? He got himself into perfect position in the paint. Did a great job of really just defending his position, corralling that board, and then getting the finish.
Rivers against Kidd. Outside Martin. On the three off target.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
For three, Kidd. Good, and the assist goes to Malone. Malone's got his fifth assist in this one. Atlanta calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Rivers passes to Wilkins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials
will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with
after review, the ruling on the floor stands.
For just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Hill left side. Martin against Wilkins. Martin kicks to Kidd. Launches a three. Atlanta with the rebound. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Wilkins passes to Rivers. Here's Willis. Great D that time for Martin. Brooklyn leading by 13. Here's Duncan. Here's Malone. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Malone is relentless inside. So strong with non-stop effort.
Isaiah Thomas checked in for Kidd. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Webb's checked in. Now Rivers. Here's Wilkins. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. right around 3 minutes into the second half. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Brooklyn. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The three from Hill drains it from beyond the arc. Hill's got 12 points in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Rep dishes to Wilkins. 6 to shoot. Shoots. Rivers can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 17. To the inside. Here's Malone. And then Malone with the jam.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
Malone's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Pass to Wilkins. 1:02 left in the third. Rollins with the bucket. Rollins got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Atlanta also making some changes here. Concax checked in for Rollins. And it's Carr in for Willis. Brooklyn leading by 17. Powell kicks to Walton. LeBron against Wilkins. Powell for 3. Kept alive. Kicks it out to James. It's Powell on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Atlanta trails by 17. Carr the pass to Webb. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shots good by Wilkins.
Spot Webb.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Shot from 12. Rebound Atlanta. Left side Wilkins. Pass to Carr. That one doesn't go. James wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. LeBron's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Antoine Jamison out there with Walton. Then it's Jason Kidd. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Hill in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Shots good by Whitman.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
The kick out to Hill. Takes the 3. Whitman grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Hastings, he's checked in for Willis, and it's Rivers in for Spud Webb. Outside, Davis. It's Rivers on the wing. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Brooklyn leading by 18. For an update on Moses Malone's injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Here's Hill with the drive, and it's Hill with the jam.
Yeah, that says it all right there. Grant Hill finishing the drive with some thunder. When he's moving at full speed, boy, it looks like he can fly.
It's Rivers on the wing. Banked in off the glass. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
Wilkins is checked in for Atlanta. And then for Brooklyn, Moses Malone. He's checked in for Walton. Duncan comes in for Jamison. And Martin subbed in for Williams. Atlanta trails by 20. Webb up top. A rebound by Kidd. Carr against Malone. Pass to Hill. Good, and it's Malone picking up the assist. Malone's got his 7th assist in the game.
And making it look easy right now. When Hill finds his rhythm, well, he keeps in attack mode.
Wilkins surveying the defense. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Rollins the pass to Carr. The putback. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Hawks head athletic trainer. The way he's laboring out there, it looks like a lower back strain. They're holding him out for the rest of the game, and although they don't think he'll be out long, they haven't ruled out the chance that he could miss additional games as well. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Wilkins against Martin. Outside Wilkins. Great D that time from Martin. Outside Malone. Inside, here's Duncan.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Webb. Here's Carr. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
And the basket by Hill.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Webb the pass to Wilkins. Here's Whitman. Back to Wilkins. And nothing is falling for him right now. Brooklyn with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points and finished off by Martin.
And this is Martin at his best, getting that deep position and putting on the hard hat there and attacking the rim.
Here's Webb. Pass to Rollins. Kidd grabs the board. Outside, Martin. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Moses Malone with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for Brooklyn, Antoine Jamison.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Grant Hill.
From everyone here at 2K, thanks for joining us. We've got a Wednesday afternoon edition of the NBA for you. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Williams, and it's Posey in at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, and it's Kidd in at the point guard position. Here we go. And so off the tip, it'll be the Heat. Pass to Wade. Screen by O'Neal. To the middle. The rebound by Duncan. Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Malone. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Haslam. Here's O'Neal. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Way too strong down low. O'Neal, a dominant force near the basket.
Here's Duncan. Drills the baseline jumper.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Wade. Left side O'Neal. The putback. It's good on the putback.
This is what the team counts on O'Neal for. Grabbing the rebound and throwing it down.
It's Martin on the wing. Driving in. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Kidd, the pass to Martin. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And he comes up with a bucket.
Look, you got to foul him hard if you're going to keep Martin from scoring. He's too strong if you don't.
Here's Wade. Pass to O'Neal. Outside, Williams. 5 on the clock. O'Neal passes to Posey. Shot from the wing. Second shot opportunity. That shot is good by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 6.
You got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Here's Duncan. Knocks down the triple.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Wade. Some solid defense from Williams.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
On the wing, Durant. He's covered by O'Neal. Williams from long range. Rebound, Miami.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Walker. They double-team Walker. Down low. Here's Haslam. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
For 3, James. Haslam with a rebound. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Miami. They trail by 1. Wing shot on the way. Walker's shot is off. And there's James from the arc. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Screen by O'Neal. Back to Williams. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Walker. 35 seconds left in the first. 3-pointer. Al pulls it in.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Outside, Williams. Now, here is James. Misses the 3. Outside, O'Neal. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Boy, that's grown man weight room ammonia shrimp from O'Neal. Brushing off the contact like it was never even there and converting.
Durant looking around. From beyond the arc and then some.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
It doesn't go for him. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Setting the floor for Miami. We've got Walker, and it's Mourning in at the center position. Anderson passes to Walker. Now Payton. Now Anderson. 6 to shoot. Inside. Mourning. The rebound by Malone. Outside. Hill. He drops it from range.
This three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Miami trails by 4. Outside Walker. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Screen by O'Neal. Back to Walker. Here's the 3. Hit with a rebound. Brooklyn leading by 4. Duncan pass to Malone. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Payton. Right side Anderson. Fires it. And again, no good by Miami. Here's Duncan. That one goes in. Duncan's got 7 points in the game.
And you know, Duncan is an incredible talent. He's a menace on the block. Exceptional at scoring deep inside.
Here's Wade. He's scoreless. Outside Payton. Pass to Posey. Here's Wade. Check by Hill.
And the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Miami, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
And that one's good. And Brooklyn leads by 6.
Down low, kids' assertiveness makes the difference. I mean, helping them get around the trees, the big fellas in there, and to a shot, that's good work.
Pass to Payton. Walker for 3. The rebound by Malone. Here's Hill. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
On the wing, Wade, checked by Hill. Wade, the pass to O'Neal. Oh, misses the dunk.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
To the inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, Malone showing you the bounce. High he got up there, dunking comes pretty easy to him. It's quite easy when you get that high up.